Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Minna, I'm from Helsinki, Finland, and I knit a lot. I live with 2 cats, and this is the place where I talk about my knitting and other crafts I do. This is a special video about spinning. That is my other dear hobby that has been taking quite some of my crafting time because it's nice. So I bought a spinning wheel a few years back, and I've tried to improve my spinning ever since, and I think I'm getting somewhere with it. I usually make videos like a video journal about my knitting and projects and stuff, but since I had a almost 6 months break last year, there was too much stuff to put in one video, so this is a special video about only spinning stuff and few items that I've knitted with my handspun yarn. And I was taking pictures and to use in this video, and I was going through my handspun stash, and I thought I am going to put all to this video. I'm not going to go too in detail in all of it, but I thought it could be fun. And also, since the spinning is improving all the time, some of the first or earlier spins are not that. Anyway, they're different. And yeah, I'm not into all the colors I've spun, but that's partly due to the fact that I've just practiced and used what I got. And yeah, I don't want to throw stuff away, the handspun, or the handspun yarn. So I've been planning for a while to make a nice chunky cardigan with it, and if there is enough yarn, maybe also a sweater. So in this video, I think I'm doing some sort of planning as well. So yeah, it's probably going to take some time. So grab your knitting or whatever you're making, and grab your beverage of your choice, and yeah, come with me to check my handspun stash. Start. I think my stash goes roughly into 3 categories. One is decent yarn that is lately spun. Then there is somewhat decent stuff, and then there is really old and deep stash. It's not that old because the whole hobby is like 3 years old, but old in the sense that how have I been improving. So anyway, terrible / cute / who knows what, decent, partly terrible, and decent. So I'm thinking we are going to start on the terrible end. I'm going to try to put in some timestamps so you can use those if this is, yeah, they are there. Use them if you like. Okay. There is also a video that I made and the year when I first started spinning, and there are my first projects and how I in the end made a sweater. I don't know where that sweater is. it ended up like it's pretty and nice, it fits, but the yarn that I spun is so rough and tickly that I should try to do something to it. And it's somewhere in the fix department. And I don't know where it is. It's a deep, because there is stuff to fix, but let's not go there now. Anyway, what was the point of explaining all this? Yeah, I don't know. I guess, well, there is leftovers of those really first projects, and yeah, that's the video that I'm referring, if I am referring to some video where I show this, and I will link it here if you're interested. I also, before I purchased the drum carder, I bought a carding board or mixing board, carding board, where you, with what you can make rollags and then spun them. And yeah, I also made a project where I tried if I can mix together a little bit of wool and then pieces of yarn, like really small leftover yarns. It was a nice project. It worked. And I made some sort of art yarn, or anyway, I still have it. I started a project with it, but I ripped it out because it didn't work. I tried to make some sort of cover for my laptop, but it was too big, so I ended up ripping it out. This is the yarn made with the carding board. There is all sorts of yarn ends, like few centimeters or less, and wool. And I have more stuff like that to make more yarn like this. Yeah, this is not the first yarn that I've ever made, but from around that time. Made around that same time. Anyway, they are there. These I could definitely use in my in my cardigan, so I'm going to put these to use in the cardigan section, which will be here. Then these are really one of the first. This is 100% merino wool, spun in the spinning wheel, and it's so thick and whatever, cute. I think this also I want to use in the cardigan somehow, just as is, to, I don't know, keep the cuteness alive. These are leftovers from that sweater that I knit. The first sweater I knit with my own handspun, and this is the yarn that is too rough, in my opinion. There was some wool that I had that oddly said that it was Scottish wool. I don't know if that refers to some, is there a Scottish sheep, or is it just that this is wool from Scotland, and what I think it is, and it's a mixture of this and that, and this particular mixture happens to be really kind of hairy. I don't know. I mean, there's like, you can see that. There's stuff like this also in Letlopi, I think, like really thick hair. Anyway, it's thickly, it's rough for my liking, but this is what I got left, and it's I'm not sure if I want to use this in a sweater because, or in cardigan because of the roughness thing. I might use this somewhere else, like, I don't know, make a pot holder or something. I don't actually, I mean, the colorways are nice. My spinning is not that terrible, but the fiber is uncomfortable. So maybe these are going to be in, yeah, it's too hairy for my cardigan. I'm putting these to some other use somewhere pile. Yeah, good. This is how it works. In that spinning video where I saw my first spun spinnings, I bought 2 nice bats of silk merino, green and blue. And before I had any skills, I just couldn't keep my hands away of it, and I spun it, and it's here. I think this is something that I've tried to salvage. Like, it looked like this, but then I think I tried to, when I had more skills, I tried to take it back and loosen the twist a little and draft it more. And that's, I think, because this looks a bit more even. And I would kind of like to try to do it with this one too, but I'm not sure if this is beyond repair. However, even it's neither here or there. I want this to be in my cardigan because this is memory lane stuff. Both of them are going to the cardigan thingy. Really ugly yarn. I don't know why have I made this pink yarn. This is really cheesy yarn. If this is going to, I mean, it feels nice. It's not bad. It's just somehow, yeah. If this is going to be in the cardigan, I think I might dye this, but I'm going to have to see the colors together and make some sort of plan, and maybe this will work in a whole of it. Who knows? But if it won't, I'll dye this. I mean, I just dip this into a green or purple or whatever color and use it. And same goes with this. I think this is going to have to go to dye pot because this is just ugly. Why? Why? And I mean, this is also ugly. I mean, in this spinning is not that great. Yeah, this is definitely going to have to go to the dye bath before it goes anywhere. So yeah. Cardigan section to dye. Then there is also not so it's not good. It's uneven. It's a bit ropey, and this even more. I mean, I could sell this to some cargo, I don't know, shipping place, and they could use this as a boat rope or something, because but somehow how this looks, I kind of like it. I mean, kind of, but this not so much. But I can make this work in cardigan. So there they go. And if, yeah, I'm not sure of the fibers anymore. It's probably mostly wool and there might be some silk. Yeah, that's all I got. Merino silk. It's quite pretty. Dark blue. I was going for some kind of night sky vibes. I don't know if I got there or not. I've used this in a project, and this too, this is just really tiny scrap. But with this, I made fingerless mittens. And there's going to be a video where these are made. And fingers are made with this yarn. And this is leftover of the pink thingy. Yeah. To the cardigan. Then, as a Christmas present, I knitted gloves for my boyfriend with something that I had spun. I spun this a little like gingerbread kind of yarn. Yeah, it's good. I think it's chain plied, and it's also mostly wool, and there is little bit silk, and this is what I got left. And almost all of this is, yeah, it's just me mixing something to have something to spin. And then I spin it, and I necessarily or usually, well, usually I don't have a plan. So I just have this and that. And now I have so much this and that, yeah, cardigan coming to the cardigan pile. And who knows why I have so much this weird pink stuff. I mean, wool and silk, I think chain plied stuff. This too, it's not even started. It's and these are not that old. I think these are like last year's stuff. But why pink? Why pink? There. And this is some darker, I don't know. I tried to make something similar to that gingerbread thingy, but with some darker colors. And this is how it turned out. Again, I'm have to use the front camera, and I'm not familiar, or I'm not comfortable with that. So anyways, yeah, it's not bad colorway, it's not bad spinning, but there's not that much yarn. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, it's not much. So to the there. Okay, that was the terrible section, the really old section. So good. There's not that much stuff. I mean, there's probably 1 kilo, especially if you add this, or 800 grams, I don't know. So I think I can make a cardigan with this, and also there's stuff that might end up here also. Okay, I have a little bag of really thin yarns that I have not plied, and also I don't know what to do with these. So here's leftovers from a sweater that I knitted. I am going to show it. This, well, you saw this in my last video. the yarn is really thin. I think it's fingering weight or something. And I winged this pattern. And it's basically 100% Corriedale wool, but there is some silk in this as well. And was it the wrong way? Maybe. But it's really lightweight and pretty. The Corriedale wool is, in my opinion, a little bit rough, but really warm. And I don't know how it will behave when time goes by. Maybe it will soften up, I don't know. However, this is something I knitted last autumn, and this is leftover from that, and it's too thin for the cardigan as is, so I would have to ply this somehow. But I can do that. I don't have any plans for this. So it's going to the cardigan / sweater section, but as that one needed to be dyed first, this needs to be plied. Then I have these two. These are really old. I think it's merino wool and silk, and it's really thin yarn. It's really thin yarn. I am not fan of these colors. I have no idea why. But I think I can use these. These needs to be plied somehow. I don't know, maybe together with this, but who knows? Let's see. There. Then this is similar than similar yarn, that expensive merino silk that I destroyed when I didn't have any skills to spin that well. And this is also like thread. It is so thin. Anyway, somehow precious in memory lane way, so I'm going to put it there and mix it with something and use in the cardigan. Okay, yeah. Last autumn or last fall, I wanted to make myself a scarf, and I spun these two yarns. They are, this is I think 100% merino wool, and they both make a little is it gradient when the color changes? But they go from light gray to this beautiful night sky blue, and the other one is a little bit lighter, and the other one is a little bit darker. And I thought it would make really nice scarf if I would stripe these together. But then I thought that this is not the color that I want to go with, so it didn't. The scarf never happened. But it's soft and pretty yarn. But I don't think I have use for it as is, so I think this needs to be plied too. Maybe I apply these two together. Maybe these two together with this. Then they could make something that would go, because all of this is like worsted weight or like chunky yarn. So that it's easier to work with the yarn, I would like to try to make everything at least closely same yarn weight. So anyways, I don't have other use for this, so there goes. Then a bit more newer stuff. I made a video where I made gradually color changing yarn. And I never spun that. I made 2 skeins, one of which is this, and other one was green and orangey red. And I used that orangey red last fall to make a scarf for my boyfriend. So that's gone, which is good. These have been in my stash for quite some time, or at least I feel like it, and I would really like to use this, but I don't know where. It's also, I think, fingering weight, so really thin yarn. I believe there's probably 600 meters or so in this hank. So, but I don't know where to use this. I think this is Corriedale Merino. Or I remember I had both of wools and then I mixed them, but I'm not sure how the colors went after all. Anyway, the violet part seems softer and the blue part maybe a little bit rougher. Anyway, it's not that bad. This could be a scarf or something that's close to the sensitive skin areas. It's not that prickly or anything. But yeah, that's something I have. And I think this is too nice to use in that project. So this is going to wait and we shall see what I'm making with this. I don't know. It's going back to stash to wait for better days or better ideas. Then I show quickly in my last video the socks that I'm actually wearing. I'm going to do this. There's going to be cat hair, so be warned. Anyway, socks, wool. In a spinning house there is wool. I really like this colorway. I think I just put together some brown and pink colors, and this is, yeah, it's basically 100% Corriedale wool, but there is also a little bit silk. And I've never knitted, I realized I've never knitted socks with 100% wool because I've heard in so many places that people say that it's not advisable because the yarn is not sturdy enough and there should be something to strengthen the yarn, like polyamide or nylon or tencel or what have you, silk also. And I want to see how this can take the, yeah, I mean, it's not that high twist. I talked about this a little bit in the earlier, and there's not that much silk. And also I could have used smaller needles to make thicker gauge on my knitting, but I didn't. So I've worn these like week or so, and I think I can already see the heel like thinning a little bit. Not really, but something is definitely happening. So I'm going to continue these tests, and because these socks are so comfortable, they're so warm. I mean, I'm not sure why am I so surprised, because if the so-called sock yarn has 75% wool, and usually it's also superwash treated, and then there is 25% plastic, and yeah, they are warm and nice, but it's nothing like this. I mean, it's 1/4 of the whole thingy, like it's quite a lot, 25%. And also this is untreated wool. This is warm. So I mean, yeah, if you want warm socks, use 100% non-superwash treated wool. And yeah, maybe they wear out faster, but I mean, anyway, if you need warm socks, it's about, I guess it's about the preferences. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep using these and knitting these, but I'm also going to be knitting another kind of socks because there is use for another kind of socks in my life. And cat rampage is going strong. I guess I could use this in that project, but it's really nice yarn, so I could use this somewhere else also. So it's going to go some kind of, okay, it's going to go to, no, there's so much yarn already. I mean, that the thingy doesn't really need more, I think. So I keep this. At some point I spun these two. I am not sure of the content, but it feels Corriedale, and it looks like there is some silks maybe also. I think I had a plan at some point to make a Vertices Unite scarf. Once more, I've knitted 4 of them, but it's great pattern. And this is all I spun, and I wasn't too happy with these two. I mean, yeah, they're nice, but it's I wanted a bit more vibrant colors. So I think, and I have no idea what to make with these, the make of these, so they are going to there, and they need to be also plied. So yeah, there. Then at some point I mixed this light gray, black. Is it black? It's not actually black. It's that night sky blue, but with all these colors, it looks black. So, and I think this is mostly merino, maybe. I mean, it's nice. It reminds me of what's salmiakki in English, Finnish candy, and maybe some raspberry something. And it's pretty colorway. I like this, but I have no idea what to make with these. It would be pretty sock yarn also. I think this is too pretty to go to that section, but this should go to a section where I need to decide what to make with this, because I don't want stuff to sit on my stash too long and just waiting, I don't know, waiting what, like work to end or something. So this could make a nice scarf also, I don't know. Okay, it's going to wait. I don't know. Pretty yarn. I don't know where you're going. I'm losing the daylight, so let's let's continue. Then I showed this little scarf on my last video, which curls up, and I should frog it and knit it again in a stockinette stitch. No, garter stitch. And I have at some point that yarn or this color combination just got me. Well, this was the wool or the colors that I had, and I made this like a rainbow. It's not rainbow, but combination. I really like it. I think the scarf is knitted in this yarn weight, so it is close to fingering weight or so, and this is single ply, but I have also 2-ply. I don't know what to make with this. And then I have something similar but not really. I mean, this is 2-ply plied, and it hasn't been a rainbow when I've spun it. It's been this and that, and then I plied it, and I don't know, but it's really cheerful in my opinion. It's really nice. This would be a really lovely sock yarn, or maybe in a hat if it's not too prickly. Maybe it's not. Anyways, maybe a little bit too pretty to that project, so keeping these. And then separately I spun this little thing, but really similar colors, and this I want to make a hat with, but I'm going to knit it together with some white store-bought merino yarn, and this could be like striping or some little detail there. So, but I haven't got that far, but that's in a not too distant future in my project list. I want to use this little yarn. Okay, last few things. Only one bag full. This I knitted, spun last autumn, and I made a hat for my boyfriend. This is pretty much 100% merino wool, 2-ply. Too nice to go to the jacket. Why is my camera going black? Maybe I'll try to put some lights back there. Maybe it will help. Yeah, I made a hat. Then I have this and that. Let's start with this and that. I purchased some, I think, Stellina or Angelina. It's that sparkly plastic fiber. I've just been testing. This is really small. I don't think, I just tested it. So I think it's merino. It has to be because it's so soft. I don't know, this could be nice thing in a hat also because of the softness. The color is not that bad, it's just really maybe a bit random, and also there's not that much fiber, but nice, why not? Yeah, to use in something. Now I'm thinking, could these work together? Maybe. Then more Stellina, Angelina tests. This looks like a Christmas tree. I think this is also merino and that sparkly thing. I don't know, this would be lovely yarn to use in some sort of Christmas sweater or something, I don't know. Yeah, funny little test. Then I thought I was making a sparkly sock yarn, and then I wanted to sparkly and all the colors in sock yarn, but it somehow this also ended up like just being maybe just a little bit ugly. And then I tried to make I'm not sure. This colorful thingy was supposed to be the feet or the foot of the sock, and this would be the cuff. I don't know if the colors even go together, so I don't know. Maybe I'm knitting some Christmas ornaments with this or something. I don't know. Actually, maybe I'm just putting that there and see if I can use it here, because it's I don't know. This is let's make this weirdness work there. Then I mixed in a drum carder this and that, like leftover wools and actual wools, and it's chunky and lumpy and whatnot. Actually, I think this is going to the that pile also, to the that section. This is merino, 100% merino. I mixed wool in some. I was just testing something, and then I think it's chain plied or 2-ply. No, it's chain plied. Yeah, this is kind of fun. It's a little bit, I mean, borderline ugly, but I guess that's a personal preference. But it's really busy, and there's like that it's a lot. But this could be nice yarn for something. Don't know yet what. Yeah, usable to the think about what you do with that pile. This is something I made during Christmas time. I think I had some Christmas thingy in mind, but this ended up so pink that I'm not really sure about this. It's not that bad, but it's just a bit maybe weird to my liking. I don't know. Not exactly my cup of tea, but in somehow still a charming little weird skein of yarn. So actually I think this could go also to the there. If I can use it there, I could use it there. I don't really have thoughts. Yeah, maybe I put it there so I can use it somewhere. Then these are like really recent. I think the colors look terrible. This in my eye looks brown. It's more red, and I think my pictures burned the colors really bad. So in pictures this looks too white, it's like burnt, and here it looks brown. So, and it's actually red-ish. It's a little bit brown, but it should be a bit like wine red / pink / all those like mixed together. Anyway, nice merino wool. And the rowing that I made looked so pretty before spinning. So, and I like this colorway. Maybe there could be a bit more like white, but all in all, happy with this. Don't know what to do with it though. So, and also this merino, this really soft merino, I'm not sure how well is it going to take like fraction. It's probably not good yarn for socks or mittens or so, but maybe hats. Maybe hats. Hats for cats. Or people's. People hats or cat hats. Anyway, nice yarn. to think what to do with it. And this is the last one. It's also 100% merino. This also looked really neat as the rowing. And yeah, I think I might do more of it. But this also could be something that I could use in a hat, because I only have one woolen hat and I should make more. And I'm planning, this is going to be a hat, and maybe this is going to be another hat, and I could use a headband and so on. Oh, was that everything? I think it was. So, not that bad. One skein to dye, and some to this much to chain ply or do whatever. So yeah, and then in another video I'm going to, or that's the plan so far, I could make some plan how to use the, or yeah, I don't know how I'm going to make the cardigan. Maybe I would like to try some intarsia. I could make some, I don't know, some random pattern. Not color work because it's going to be too thick, but with intarsia I could do something. So yeah, who knows? Yeah. I weighed all this yarn and it's in total 2.5 kilos. It's a lot of yarn. So, and I'm spinning all the time because I want to improve my skills and test colors and whatnot. So, yeah, I've been thinking that I should make some rowing or bats to the, to wait in a cupboard, and then when I need or when I want to spin, then I would have some ready. But every time I make something with the drum carder, I'm usually too thrilled and I want to spin it right away. So then I end up with this and don't know what to do with it. And I've also gifted some yarn this year, my handspun. I don't think I have pictures of it, but I've gifted some handspun also because I think it's a nice gift to someone who knits or crochets. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I thought it would have been more. It would have been more. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.